Beckley Post 32 came into today looking to stay atop of the West Virginia standings in the American Legion Baseball League and claim some home field advantage for the postseason upcoming, but needed to get 2 wins today against South Charleston Post 94 in order to do so. Let's check out the highlights from Beckley, starting with game 1. As we go to the first inning, Jacob Meadows there in the pregame lineup, and he's on third for Adam Richmond, who slices one into right. The RBI single brings Meadows home and gives Beckley the 1-0 lead. And Beckley kept the shutout all day behind Cole Brown on the mound as he gets the strikeout to end the second inning. Still the same score in the fourth when Post 32's offense came back to life. Runners in scoring position for Colton Tate lines one into left, scoring Bryson Redmond. It's 2-0. Next batter, Peyton DeHaven sees a pitch go by his feet. Brown comes in from third, and he scores, and it's 3-0 Beckley. Next at bat, Jacob Meadows sees the same thing. Pitch goes to the backstop. Tate scores, and it's 4-0 Post 32 as Beckley's offense kept on rolling. Braden Kiblinger hits one into center for his own RBI knock to score DeHaven. It's 5-0. Reese Patterson once in on the action. He hits one right by the first baseman into the outfield. It goes. That'll score Meadows from second base, makes it Beckley 6, South Charleston 0. Cap off the fourth. Runners on the corners. Patterson takes off for second. South Charleston throws over to the base, but at the same time, Kiblinger comes home for the 7th run. Patterson would end up getting timed out at first, but Beckley still leads 7-0 as that'd be the final. Beckley takes down South Charleston 7-0 in game 1. Going over to game 2, Beckley would end up losing 6-3 after allowing 5 runs in the 6th and committing 3 errors. Beckley now sits at 21-5 on the year.